Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Matt Latter and today we're going to continue the Pillars of Eternity Let's Play series as the Kind Wayfarer Paladin. So, I've rested a second time after sleeping once already, and then Kana suddenly decided to push some story into my face, so here it is. Kana says, you know, there are accounts of watchers in all of the regions I've visited. If the adventuring life doesn't work out for you, you could always read souls for coin. Give people advice. Tell them which family they're related to and whom they should duel for past offenses. Yeah, I'm glad you find this so amusing, Kana. Sorry, it seems I'm not very good at raising spirits, Kana winces. That was unintentional. Ah well, no big deal, man. So, we go down. And then we see if the building is already constructed. Let's do that right away. Where is it? Further down, finished in 9 hours. You know what, so I'm gonna go sleep once more, approximately 8 hours per sleep I believe, and then I'll wait out and get back to you once that's done. See you in a bit. And welcome back. So, the construction of Bright Hollow Hearth has been completed, so we go right ahead and upgrade. And this time I've decided we go for the Warden's Lodge, because I want access to the high-level bounties. So, now we travel, and Aloth is still busy. But nonetheless, we travel to wooded plains. See what awaits us there. So... Hireling payday, total wages paid 200 copper pieces. I'm okay with that. The Glanfathen Soul Hunter has arrived. Ooh, I like that. He's a very powerful person apparently. So let's go ahead and hire him. I'm interesting to see about that. Oh, we have a Ferris Lurker out here. Shouldn't be too much of a problem anymore. Oh, he can barely act. Come on. Take him down. There we go. Wasn't hard. So, there's awakened wood here. Let's see. Yeah, we could go to the Stormwall Gorge from here. We'll obviously not do that right away. I first want to explore here and go to the Defiance Bay city itself. So, we explore east of the way here. Let's see what awaits us. Another Forest Lurker. Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot. The Nature's Mark spell was... Right. Let's try it out. Oh, that's one massive area of effect I like. Grimoire Slam is very up close. And then we have the Arcane Assault as usual.
Let's go.
Kana, you know what? Go ahead and shout his armor down.
Stand still. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Kill him. There we go. Made short work of him. So, let's loot the Awakened Wood once more. We do a quick save before we approach up here. Not sure what awaits us there, though. Apparently nothing. Ah, a corpse. With which we can interact? Ah, now we can. I think the clickable thing is a bit misplaced. Wizard's Duel Potion. That gets shafted to a wizard.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing else here, really. Oh well. Let's continue farther south. More Forest Lurkers. Well, they aren't exactly a massive threat at the moment. But Kana's getting focused. See if you can shout down his armor again. Only 13% chance, but better than nothing. Kana needs to hold back a little bit more. Actually, should we maybe return to another formation? Let's try something like that. Take a dare to the front. T-shape here.
Right.
Should help that Kana is not always the first to get his face bashed in. Because he is currently still the squishiest of all my close-up warrior types. Whole lot of wood down here. And another forest lurker. This time it's our main character at the front. He should be a bit tougher. Yeah, we can't go to fast mode. Because the first lurker isn't much to worry about at the moment. He maybe does some damage, but not overly much as to worry about it, really. Loot him? Where can we go southward? Nowhere, apparently. First we explore down here. Whole lot of nothing. Okay, since there's nothing nearby, we climb up here. Wanna see what awaits us up there? A wagon. And nothing? Okay. Wine dregs swirl around the bottom of the clay jar. Whoa. Bunch of money. Breed of youthful spirits. Ah, +3 athletics for 120 seconds. That's pretty nice. Let's quickly check that there's nothing hidden here. Good. Then we explore what the fence up here is about. Nothing much so far. Just the way westward to the Adelwyn Bridge. No interest in going there yet, and there's something to loot. Ooh, there's a building. Very, very small one. More stuff to loot. Pukra, whatever that is. Looks kind of like a dryad kind of deal thing. Interesting. And we have a level up. Right, let's take care of that real quick. Sweet, Rodra levels up. You gain 1 stealth, and then athletics. Next up, we give you Into the Fray. I've decided on that one earlier. Twice per encounter, we have a 5-meter range pull attack, which is massive. We can just pull someone away and engage her with them, and she's much more tougher than many others in the party. So that's pretty good. Gonna be interesting to see how we can use that. Most likely use is obviously protecting the squisher members when someone breaks through to the back line. But yeah, we'll have to see how exactly it turns out. First, there's a lot more exploration to be had here. There's certainly a bunch of interesting stuff going on this map. Ooh, that's a group.
Sure.
Go like her. Okay. This is a bit more serious. We'll start with a blessing. And you, my girl, I think we'll have you use some flame spells.
No problem.
That one, please. Perfect.
Got
Shouldn't be too much damage we're doing here, but a bit is better than nothing. Nice. Okay, so we at least have that strange dryad thing dealt with. Everyone's still fighting, that's good. Okay, another troll down. Let's take the Earth Blight out. There we go. Yeah, the trolls themselves shouldn't be much now. And there he goes down. Last one. Ah, easy. That's one of those fights where at first you think, oh my god, what are we going to do? And then it turns out, just murder them. Let's check the map, okay.
Hush, Itumak. We'll just wait a little longer.
Who are you? Sagani. Let's talk to you. A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bear figurine between her feet. A large, white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up at your approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
Who are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Can I help you find him? She stops sharpening her arrowhead and slowly folds her arms. That's an interesting question. The last helpful stranger only succeeded in lightening my purse. I think I'll handle this on my own. Your friend is supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Back up. What does this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitak. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Why can't you find him? There can't be many of your people in the Deerwood. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for him? Her painted brows lower and her compact muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember, who could be anyone now?
That about sums it up.
Huh. Then it must be an important duty.
So I keep reminding myself. Still, it would be nice if important duties came with clearer instructions.
She looks at the Yadra figurine in the dirt. How does that statuette figure into it? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished Yadra is worn to a dull mat along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation. Not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitak, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright, for a few hours. But most of the time it looks just like this.
I could take a look at it.
I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forkvale told me he could take a look. For a few golden dukes, of course. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the Wolf's Lair and the twining trees.
What's the Wolf's Lair? Defiance Bay, locals call the current Dirk Wolfgren. Sounds like he'd be fun to drink with. And the Twinning Tree is a real place? He meant Twin Elms. I haven't been there yet, but I hear they have some especially memorable trees. Okay, go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
Well, may I see the figurine? I won't ask for money.
Why?
I'm a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
What if I'm telling the truth? After 5 years, it's worth taking a chance, isn't it?
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She hands you the figurine, her chapped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, wary but cautious. Wanted to say cautious, curious. Raise the Yadra bear, turning it in the light. As your eyes catch a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amid the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step set. You will have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water, hundreds of feet below you. Ooh, perception. Sniff the breeze. Breathing deeply, you smell salt in the air. Wherever you're standing, wherever Persok is standing, must be near the ocean, not a lake. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you I'm a watcher. She blinks at you a few times, calculating. If you'd seen the way he stares at dead things, you'd know he's serious.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me. I've got other business in the area, and we can look for Persok on the way. Ooh, new character. Okay. So... Let's kick out Rodra for now.
Already gone.
And recruit Sagani.
Ready,
Okay,
Watcher.
let's take a closer look at her, shall we? She's having a fine hide armor. I think we have something better for you. And she has a Masuk hunting bow. It's fast, it does okay damage. Pierce or crush. Ooh, +8 accuracy. Holy shit, she's gonna hit like a truck. Ability-wise. Ooh, damage bonus against a marked prey. 20% more damage for more than half a minute. Then we have the wounding shot, twice per encounter. Hobble the target. Dexterity reduced by 2, movement reduced, and reflexes massively reduced. Wow. Some damage and the same damage over time. Ranger. Can we get more info about Itumak? There we go, yes. Okay. Well, not much at least. But... ooh. Some good stuff there. Okay, now we need to recheck our situation here. We'll go to this formation. And we'll have to reset it completely. Okay, you stand off to the side. You stand off to the side, you're here. Okay, let's see how this formation looks right now. With all characters, please. Not quite what I want. Okay, I'll probably go ahead and smoosh these guys a bit closer together. That sounds fine. Now we have the wolf? No, fox. It was a fox. To the side, Kana a bit behind, the two big guys in front, archer, wizard, and cleric in the back. Sounds nice. And we have a lion to deal with here. Well, that lion wasn't a danger at all. But yeah, I think that's gonna have to do it for today. We have a new character in our group, and I'm excited to see where this one takes us. So, thank you all for watching, I hope you've had some fun. If you did, consider commenting, liking or subscribing. I'm happy for every little bit. You can also follow me on Twitter @_madletter for all the news updates. Other than that, thank you again for watching, I hope you've had some fun, I hope to see you the next time. That's it from my end, goodbye.